Oh shoot, is this live? Aw, this started already. I was getting ready. Okay, Abe, I'm streaming now. Apparently this thing turned on already and stuff, and I didn't know it. What's up? I didn't realize that it started. I'm sorry. Let me figure out my junk here real quick. Oh shoot, here, at least let me... Oh crap. Okay, hold on. Let's... I'm trying to look... I'm looking for a stick that looks like this, but it's smaller. And I can't find it. It's used to, like, kind of get crud out from underneath fingernails. Because I took Genghis out for a walk, and he gets really dirty when I do that. So I like to, you know, make my nails look good. Because, I mean, they don't look good any other way. So I got to try to, you know, make it look like there's not, like, a ton of dirt under there, you know. It also, like, pushes cuticles back or whatever. I don't know the official name for it. I know I left it somewhere here, but I can't find it. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. No, you do not need behind the scenes. Hold on. We need aesthetic music playing to get the mood going. People. All right, let's see what we got. What do we have? Ooh, a cat. I like cats. Okay, let me put my toys away. And I'm sure it's not in here. It's not. Okay. I must be really going crazy because I can't find this thing. I swear I've checked everywhere. Okay. I am... Okay, first, yeah, okay. Hello. How is everybody? Okay, there we go. Oh, Ellie, you're not feeling good? Ellie? I'm sorry, Ellie. This is driving me crazy. I'm sure it'll show up the most random spot or in the most random place or at the most random time. Hey, Debbie, how are you? You gonna come hang out for some drawing time? All right. I got that. All right, how is everybody today? Sorry about that. I definitely had a rough start. I went to put some lotion on my hands. There we go. Yeah, go have a nap. Go feel better, okay? Oh, I gotta tell you guys. So this Friday, we decided that the theme for this Friday is going to be Amazing Digital Circus to kind of commemorate the 8th episode. So this Fan Art Friday is going to be Amazing Digital Circus themed. So if anybody is a fan of the show, or maybe you don't know much about it, I'm sure there's lots of people who are going to come by and will tell you. I'm going to be learning a lot about the show as I draw the characters, so yes, that'll be good. And I know a lot of people have been asking for Dandy World Fan Art Fridays, so at some point I'll also do a Dandy's World too. We'll do another one of those. Hey, Satellite, what's up? Hey, Yakova. Hey, Zapiter. Hopefully you two have been doing good. Ooh, this is a nice brown. Yo, that's awesome. I have all these colors and I don't even use them. It does kind of look like calico colors. It's beginning to look like pancake. Hey, Kieran. Oh, you make space art? Really? Oh, that's so cool. What's a jetpack cat? What is that like from a fandom, or is it just a cat with a jetpack on it? Oh, they still. Oh, I didn't know they were bringing out more heroes for Overwatch. I haven't. I mean, I don't play Overwatch, but I used to follow when they would bring out new characters. Because when I would do artist alleys, anytime a new character for Overwatch came out, everybody would do fan art of it to get sales, you know. So I used to kind of be on the know, but I haven't been into Overwatch for a while. You're playing Doki Doki Literature Club in school today? Awesome. Oh yeah. You know, Mr. Recker, it's not that hard to get past school firewalls. The way we would do it when I was in high school is we had a flash drive and it loaded up a special application that we all had. And when you ran it, you could open up a search engine and you could put in whatever you want in the search engine and it would load for you. And then school kind of found out we were doing that, but there was actually really nothing they could do because they can't prohibit kids from bringing their USB, drives with them, or their thumb drives. So it's not like it mattered. So, well, a lot of us would just go on there to play games, but we be rebels. Funny enough, the programs that we were using were very similar to the same programs that places where there's a lot of censorship. So countries where there's a lot of censorship in their country, they would also use very similar programs that we were using to get past our firewalls. So that's how we got past it. Hey, Foxy Cat, what's up? What's going on? Yo, what's up, Terraria Lord? Hey, Sabrina, what's up? Wow, you're gonna try to make a whole animated series by yourself? You're right, that is gonna be really tough. Have you thought about how long you want the episodes to be and everything? If you keep your episodes shorter, and I don't know how complex you're going. But it is possible for just one person to make their own series, right? I don't know if you're doing a lot of action scenes, if you can repurpose, say you have just an image of your character, right? And then maybe only have the mouth move, so it's a really simple, limited kind of animation. You could do something like that. Anything that makes the workload a little bit lighter for you. And like, don't be afraid to reuse assets that you made. So if you make a base for, say, this cat head, don't be afraid to reuse it. Maybe, in fact, instead of just the cat head, learn how to chop things up. So you have the circle for the base of the cat head. If you want the ears to move at some point, maybe take the ears, make those separate. The eyes, make those completely separate, and make your mouth completely separate. That way you don't have to keep redrawing and coloring the same thing. You can just paste it onto there, or whatever program you're using. Just edit the things in, use a lot of still frames, use your timing, It's just a little advice from me. By the way, I am an animator. I do know how to animate. I actually have a degree for it. I didn't want anyone to think I'm just weird, so. Oh, this cat? Yeah, I love The Way of the House Husband. It's such a cute anime. Oh, wow, robots? Gosh, that sounds really complicated to draw. There's a lot of art discords where you could show your project off and see if people might want to, kind of help you with it. Hi, Pomni. How are you? I watched all of Way of the House Husband when it was on Netflix. We don't have our Netflix subscription anymore, but watched all of them. I loved it. I want to actually read the anime. I mean, I want to read the manga now. Because I'm sure the anime is just a taste of what the manga has to offer, They never can show everything in the anime. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like the cats. They love you too. Mew mew. Aren't cats the best? I love cats so much. I am not a dog person. I do not like dogs. See, cat love is a different kind of love, You get all these amazing benefits from cats. You get this sense of peace, when they're purring, it eases your stress. I feel like dogs are just incredibly chaotic. Yeah, I feel like I don't need more chaos in my life. And like their sudden barking, it does not help me with like my sensitivity issues and stuff. Ew, yeah. Dogs do kind of go everywhere, don't they? Then again, there's some cats, if they're not, if they have behavioral issues, they can, kind of mark their territory everywhere. Thank goodness I have not had those kind of problems, but oh my gosh, if I did, ugh, I don't know how I'd take that. Cats aren't that hard to draw. I know it kind of seems like it gets into a messed up football, but if you're doing your drawings to where you're kind of making your cat heads really a little bit too, like if you're drawing it like you would an eye where it's really pointy on the ends, you don't want to do that, right? So try rounding it out. And when you're drawing ovals, it's okay to put in a few sketchy lines to kind of see how your positioning is. Don't feel like when you are sketching or drawing or doing your draft, you need to do everything in one line stroke. You're allowed to do sketchy little lines, even making maybe like a few marks here, and just kind of see how it's looking. And if you're a younger artist, your perception of how it will look will grow over time. Don't think that if you're a young artist and you're not able to draw a cat face, that you can't be a good artist. Remember, your brain is still developing, and a lot of that has to do with your perception of how you see things. So your mind and your hand just aren't matching up, I hope that makes sense. Trust me, you're in this for the long haul, so don't think that you're going to be good at everything right off the bat. So try making it a bit more round like this, It looks like a furry. Well, that's okay. You can still have really like fuzzy cheeks and stuff. Who wouldn't want a cat with cute little fuzzy cheeks, huh? I'll give him some little mew. There we go. See? Mew, mew, mew. Hey, Barbara Owens. Welcome. No, I'm good. I don't need Grammarly. You do need a cute Dino OC. Of course you do. Everybody should have a cute Dino OC, to be honest. Or just a cute OC. As a young artist, artists like you should get more respect in the art community. Like, well, what's making you feel disrespected, Pomni? Well, Amelia, so what I would say is everything can be expressed with a bean. You know what a bean is, right? It's that cute little thing that you throw in some boiling water and it eventually becomes a bean, right? So everything can start with a bean, okay? So let me just show you. And get good at drawing beans. This is going to help you. Okay, so see here, you're starting with your bean, okay? Now, I can add some little hot dogs. Those are legs, right? Let me just draw a few more hot dogs. So now I have some legs. So now it's kind of looking like a bean with legs, which is true. So kind of got our perspective going on here. I'm going to add a little bit extra to the top of the bean so we can put our eyes and our happy little kitty face. And then we will close that up with some ears and a tail. And that's how you draw a cat with beans. And also, if you want to draw my character Steggy, he's pretty easy. And that's how you draw Sticky. Yeah, I can see where that would be frustrating, Pomni. Sometimes it's really just the personality of the artist, you know? Sometimes I think that no matter if some of these artists were beginners or experts or they've been drawing for 50 years, they're still going to be complete a-holes to people. But usually a lot of artists in artist communities, you know, we uplift others, you know. I mean, we lift others up and we try to encourage people, and you know, it's just important to really stay clear of people who are being really negative and toxic like that, and to remember that, you know, their words absolutely do not express what other people in the art community feel, you know. So I think, well, just anybody can be a jerk, to be honest. Jerk is a national problem. I mean, there's tons of jerks. You gotta watch out for them jerks. Hey, Jelly Bean. What I really hate is arrogant artists that are, and people in general, but mostly an artist. An artist who's arrogant is a totally different breed. You know, they're the ones that will gatekeep how something is done or how to draw something just simply because they don't feel like they have any, like, they think because, oh, well, because I had to go through this by myself, that means I don't need to help anybody else out. That's not my problem. That's your problem. You need to suffer like I did. That's the only way you'll grow, And sometimes growth isn't about being better at art. Sometimes you just need personality growth, Maybe to grow and to be a good person, maybe you should share and be willing to help out individuals, and you should be more forthcoming. Does that mean you need to reveal secrets to people? No, that's not what that means. But that doesn't mean, they feel some sort of entitlement, as in, oh, well, I was, I had these difficulties, so now other people should also experience the same thing, because that's how they'll grow, And how some big artists, they don't even like talking to younger artists. Like if you have a follower count of, say, under 50,000, they don't even want to talk to you. It's like you have no value. Like what will talking to me get you, or you know what I'm saying? And you learn that the hard way, because I reached out to a lot of people. I like their art. I'm like, oh my God, I want to be friends. As in, hey, I would love to draw with you sometime. Like, you want to just like get on Discord and draw together, kind of thing. And it's like, whoa, Lynn, what are you doing? No, you're somebody who has less than 5,000 followers. Like, you think this person's going to even want to talk to you? You have no value to them. And, that's how it is. So that's just how some people see it, I guess. Yeah, what's up, A. Williams? What are you doing today, Williams? Now, I will say this. If you're an artist and you have just this tremendous amount of following, can you realistically talk to and carry on conversations with 20 to 50 people a day for multiple times a day, and give everybody that, give that time dedication? No, you can't. That's why, but you still be nice about it. You say, man, I'm sorry, I don't have the time, or, I really appreciate your comment, or your DM, or this email you sent me. Unfortunately, I didn't have the, be nice about it. Because the way that you treat me is how I'm going to remember you. There's some artists that I won't even consider following their art or be nice to them. There's no reason for me to, because I remember how you treated me when I only had, 50 followers. I had nothing. So if I do become big, and certain artists do come to me and say, hey, how are you? I'm going to remember exactly who you were. No offense. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm petty, but Oh, I'm sorry. This is just a random sketch I'm doing. This isn't affiliated with any kind of yeah, there's nothing about this. This is just random stuff I'm drawing. What is wrong with this pen? Ouch. Oh, my elbow. Oh, my God. What is a fictokin? I don't know what that is. And what is SMG4? I don't know what that is either. And do I have plans for Easter? No. My plan is to remain sane and draw. That should be everyone's plans, to be honest. What is it, Genghis? Genghis, what is it? What are you doing? Genghis, what are you doing? Genghis, what is it? What do you want? Okay, but tell me what you want. Just yelling at me is not going to get you anything. All right. Genghis, what do you want? Genghis, what do you want? You want some water? Don't yell at me. Genghis. Genghis, what do you want? Get away from my trash can. Oh my god. He's so weird. Genghis, what do you want, buddy? You want some love? I can give you that, or at least a little bit. Genghis, what is it? Oh my gosh, you're so weird. Here, all right. Here, about this. Who wants a greenie? Here, everyone, move out of the way. Let's have greenies. Who wants a greenie? Genghis, you want a greenie? I can get you a greenie. Come on, you want a treat? Let's have a greenie. Come on, move. Move. There you go. You want a greenie? Not you. I'm asking her. Pancake, you want a greenie? That's right. All right, let's get a greenie. Pancake, remember, you got to be over here. Come on. You got to be in front of the camera. That's the whole reason why we do this. For exploitation, right? Okay, that's a little better. All right. I've got two little idiots. You like that? Is that tasty? All right, you ready for your treats now? See, I have 2 bags of treats. Unfortunately, Genghis doesn't like these freeze-dried ones. He only seems to enjoy these tuna ones. So, that's why I got 2 different bags to make my 2 different cats happy. Okay, Pancake. It's over there. Go get it. Come on, I need you to get off the table. Yeah. There you go. All right, Genghis, come here. I got a greenie for you. Yeah. Pancake, no. Is that tasty, buddy? Oh. Was that tasty, buddy? Did you like that? Was that yummy? Did you like that? Yeah. Yum, yum, yum. What a good boy. All right. I'm gonna go now. Are you okay now? You got your daily greenie fix? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back and draw now, okay? You be a good boy. What about you? You doing good? All All right, I'm gonna go draw. Ugh. Well, hello, Frenchie. How are you? Well, you know what? I never finished this Star You. Maybe I'll finish that some other time. Well, you know what? I never finished this cat. Let me do that. We must finish the cat. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Am I taking requests right now? No. Requests are only for Friday, but this Friday is going to be Amazing Digital Circus themed. Although, if you are a channel member, so you're actually a member of my channel, then I would do any request that you ask. I even do OCs for those who are channel members. It's one of their benefits. You like the colors? Oh, thank you. If you're kind of wondering what this goop is, one of my tubes of paints exploded a few years ago, and I'm way too cheap to just throw it away. So I took all the pigment and I threw it in one of these tiny containers, and then I just activate it with water whenever I need to grab more pigment. This is honestly one of the prettiest vibrant pinks I've ever seen, and I can't find a replacement for it, so yeah, I'm keeping it. I am way too cheap to do that. Just be throwing stuff like that away. We don't do that here at Lynn's Art. Why don't you create an OC? Like, if you're ever unsure what to draw, you could always make like an OC, something like with all like the favorite things you like. Or maybe make an OC based on a universe. So if you're a fan of Dandy's World, or if you like Ninja Turtles or something like that, you could do that. Ah, this is squeaking. Ah, sorry. And I hit the camera. How would I explain to someone who's never done watercolor how to do it? Less paint is more. And no matter what you do, just know that the first 10 or 20 paintings you do are going to turn out like shit. So do not get discouraged. That is just simply how watercolor works. Watercolor has this weird way of looking horrible the first few times you do it, and then slowly gets better. And you don't need a ton of paint. Like, seriously, less is more. You don't want to be just... It's not like acrylic and it's not like oil, right? You're basically just watering down a little bit of pigment for your paint and using a bunch of water, so... So don't get discouraged, and yeah, I think that's all I got for now. Honestly, if you're just playing around with watercolor, you don't need to worry about where to get your supplies from. You could easily, I don't know where you live, but maybe just go to like your regular department store, you know. You just want to get a student set. You don't need the most expensive fancy thing, because remember how I said the first few paintings that you do are not going to turn out good. And that's not me saying, oh, well, you're not a good artist. No, it's because watercolor is a whole different beast. Like, the first 50 paintings I did turned all like crap, and I was always so discouraged. And then I started like worrying less because I wasn't experimenting, because I was so worried about the result. And once I started experimenting, I got to combinations that actually worked. So, but if I had still been worried about the end result, I wouldn't have, you know, gotten anything like this, you know. How long did it take for me to draw good? As long as I've been alive. I still don't think what I'm doing now is good. And you're probably going to say, Lynn, oh my God, what do you mean? I'm like, hey, that's just how it is. Of course you're not going to think you're good. That's just always the negative little thoughts in your head. We all have them. Even me. Even me. Oh, someone wanted to see the whole thing. It's not really that impressive. I just drew a bunch of space cats and a Pikachu right there. Yeah. Oh, and this is going to be... I'm going to do a short on how to draw stars in a night sky, but I didn't finish that yet. This is true, but it also is true that no matter how good you are, no matter how great that artist you really enjoy, no matter how good they look, probably they don't think the same way, you know? And just always remember that no matter what you think of your art, there's somebody who's going to think your art is the best. So it goes both ways. And it just also shows that we're all human. You know, we all have our worries and our insecurities and stressors, you know. There's probably an artist right now that thinks you are the bee's knees. And I'm being serious. They probably seen maybe your drawing of Pomni, or saw that drawing of Jax that you did. You know, or maybe you're not a fan of any of that. Maybe you're a Dandy World fan. You drew, maybe you drew Dandy. You know, someone saw it. Someone who is maybe of a lesser level, maybe is a bit more of a beginner than you are. Maybe they aren't even an artist at all. And they look at you and think, oh my gosh, I wish I could be just like Pomni. Or, oh my God, I wish I could do art just like Ellie is doing right now. You have no clue. Or Mr. Wrecker's dog is the best. You know, I wish I could draw that dog. You know? Exactly. Oh, what's my opinion on horror? It's horrific. No, I'm sorry. My opinion on horror. It's okay. I mean, I love the Saw movies. I enjoy Resident Evil. I enjoy watching those type of things, you know. What was that sound? That was me laughing at myself. Why, did you hear that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean you to hear that. Oh, shoot, I forgot I was working on this. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I'll even finish that. Oh, shoot, what did I do here? Oh my gosh, have you ever, like, flipped through your book and you're like, man, I don't remember doing that? And alas, oh, the fox, I remember this. Fox thing. I remember you. I don't know how to draw a fox, though. Yo, what's up? I love bananas. You a fan of that potassium? I'm so silly. Yes, that's what I want. There's been this idea on my Pinterest page, and I've been wanting to draw it for a while now, and I finally found it again. And yes, it is celestial cats. Yeah, I was trying. Well, one, two, three, four. Do I have 4 on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's only 4 here. I would love to learn how to draw realistic looking animals. I gotta admit, I have no clue how to do that. You're a banana? Wow. Is it peanut butter jelly time yet? Where? Oh, there it is. You like the fox? Well, thank you. Hey, there's that perspective thing I told you all about, because I'm looking at that fox like, oh my God, Lynn, what did you do? That's that perspective thing I told you all about, huh? Oh my gosh, Pancake, what was that meow? She walked up to me, she's like, meow. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You silly bean. yeah, no problem, Pomni. Have a good time. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm really interested in trying to figure out how to draw moons. Isn't it strange how when you go to draw things that are so well known, like a moon or a sun, a leaf, a tree, maybe a rock, they're in fact incredibly simple things. But when you go to draw it, adding too much detail makes it unrecognizable, but adding not enough makes it abstract and almost not identifiable. That's just crazy. I don't know why I think that's crazy. Maybe because I'm trying to draw a moon, and I'm trying to be all aesthetic with it. Aesthetics. Ellie, go lay down so that way you're not hurting. Genghis Bubby, what is it? He's been exceptionally chatty today. Are you talking about like digital art? Or what are you referring to, Bananas? See ya. Oh, okay. Clay. So, I know you said something about money. Do you have like any funds at all for like polymer clay? Because you don't need high grade professional clay for sculpting. And of course, if that is what you want, then yeah, unfortunately, you would, I guess, need some capital for that. Speaking of clay, I was actually thinking of grabbing my polymer clay set out. I wanted to make little cat figurines that I could use for product photos, because I don't really have the money to like buy accessories and like a photo rig. So I thought if I made my own little cat doodads, that would kind of, save me the trouble. Kind of like how I made um, those paper cats. What are they? Paper buddies, paper pals, I think we called them. Something like that. Yeah, plus, unless there's clay inside the dirt, you can't use dirt for clay. Well, hey, just remember, Bananas, you got the whole internet at your disposal. So, true, you probably don't have anywhere to learn sculpting, but just as easy as it was for you to find my video, there's tons of videos on how to sculpt and craft and do this and do that. The magic of YouTube, my friend. All right, bye, Ellie. Try to go get some sleep. Oh, yeah, I forgot about community classes. Yeah. They also have like summer programs, like maybe at libraries and things like that. Spring summer programs. Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of these ads. All right, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go get a drink refill. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry. I've got soda. All right. Hi. I heard you were looking for me while I was taking a small break. Oh, you got back from dinner? Ooh, nice. We're making dinner right now. It's going to be chicken. Lots and lots of chicken. How was stream today? The stream's still going on. What do you mean? Does it not say that it's live? Let me check. Nope, it's still good. Yeah, the stream's still going on. I can't really judge how well a stream goes until I'm done with it. Should I spell it Lynn or Lynn? It doesn't matter, just any way you want. I don't care. No, it's because my last name starts with an S. My my full name is Lynne. And then I have my last name, which starts with an S. So it's Lynn S. It's fine. It don't matter. It just whatever. You could do Lynn, Lynn's, L. It don't matter. None of this matters. Are there any streamers I watch? No. I might watch like like if they post a video of their stream, but it's condensed. Like I'm not gonna sit in there and watch, you know, kind of like what you guys are doing now. You're watching as everything happens. There's like a very select few, like Soviet Womble. He's really funny. I like him a lot. What other streamers? A few drama-ish streamers, which I won't mention, but I'll watch them because it definitely makes my day a lot better knowing that they're having a horrible day. So I use them for inspiration on how to get my butt into gear. Because heaven knows I don't want to turn out like them. So some of those, not really anything worth mentioning though. All right, see you, friend. Let me get some more red. Oh, I will say that if anybody's interested in doing watercolor, your paper, obviously, watercolor paper is really important. You know, you don't really need to worry about it so much when you're starting out, but not every watercolor paper is good for every type of art. You know, like for instance, the paper that I'm using right now, I wish I could do whole galaxy scenes and just cover this entire paper with paint and water. The truth is, that's really not what it's good for. It's because the paper dries almost really quickly, so when I'm adding layers, I'm getting this fringe, right? I don't really prefer that fringe. So if I were to go back and try to rework this, it's going to be very difficult to do. A lot of this is already set. It's just not going to work. But in terms of doing something like this with no background, that looks really good. But just keep in mind, not every paper is going to be suitable for every type of art. You know, you got to kind of, you know, work and play with it a little, because the type of art you like to do may be just you want to draw little cute critters with paint on it, or maybe you want to draw little graphic design things. You know, you're not looking for a whole scene, so of course this paper would be good for you. And plus this is a whole book, you know, so it's good for trying things out and, you know, just letting yourself be expressive. So, but I've been slowly realizing that the type of galaxies I want to do probably aren't good for this type of book. So, which is okay. I mean, not every book is going to be good for every certain thing. You know what? Let me... Hi, welcome back. Not too sure what I want to call this cat. I don't know. I was trying to think of something cool, but I got nothing in mind. Did I finish the cane? Actually, yes, I did. I am actually editing a short. So you'll see the finished cane on Friday. But yes, I did finish the cane. Turned out a lot bigger than I expected. Oh, actually, so I actually do not watch Digital Circus. I've never watched an episode at all. Full disclaimer, I want to be completely upfront with you guys. I have never watched an episode. I'm only drawing the characters and doing the things because I know you guys like it. So that's that's the only reason why I'm doing all the cool little fun things. Also, same with Dandy's World. I've never played it, but I don't mind drawing the fan art. Like, I don't mind learning something new and, you know, drawing stuff that other people enjoy, you know. I don't, you know, but if I was gonna say I wanted to make fan art to monetize, like if I wanted to make a print to like sell in my shop or take to a convention, then absolutely 100%. I feel like I would have to watch the episodes and I would genuinely have to be a fan of something, you know. I feel it's very, very dishonest to make fan art that you're selling if you're trying to make a bit of a living and you haven't watched and you don't engage you know, in the thing that you are part of. So when that's like one of the reasons why when I see a lot of artists at Artist Alley conventions and they have just walls and walls of fan art, and you know they're just doing the popular characters, and I'm like, I can't respect you. I mean, you clearly haven't watched it, and if you did, you know, you can't get through all of them. You know, there's no way they can travel to all these conventions and watch all that stuff, you know. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, we all have things we're interested in. There's not somebody who's going to be interested in everything, you know. I feel like artists are afraid to show their interest. They want to paint everything. They want to draw everything and make it, they make it just, I don't know. Am I going to be at Indiana Comic Con? No, not this year. I didn't sign up for this year. Next year, I'm going to try to go to conventions a lot more. This year was, I'm focusing on getting my stuff done and getting it done right. And, you know. No, I spilled Coke everywhere again. No. I'm sorry. It's really strange you bring up Indiana Comic Con because I've gone there for a few years. Nobody really like comes up to my table. Like I thought there's decent attendance, but there's so many vendors and so many exhibitors, it completely saturates whatever attendance they have. That's why I stopped going, because you know, you were lucky if you were to get a few people down your aisle sometimes, you know. It just seemed like it was just too saturated with artists, you know. Was I there last year? No, it was 2 or 3 years ago. It's been a while since I've been in one of the Indiana ones. What's my favorite book? I think mine would be more of on a series. I like the On My Goddess manga series. I think that's my favorite series out of everything. Probably not one that you guys have heard of, though, unfortunately. But it's a great, great series. There is an anime with it, but I would highly recommend reading the manga. Very, very good. Which ones have I seen? Oh my gosh. I've seen quite a few. I mean, I've seen a little bit of Naruto, a little bit of Bleach. I think the first few episodes of Inuyasha, you know, classic ones. I did like the first episode of One Piece, but I wasn't terribly interested in pirates, so I kind of just stopped doing that one. I watched the entire season of Full Metal Alchemist, On My Goddess, Shirakuma's Cafe. God, there's way too many to list. A lot of them I see parts of it. So like, the melancholy of Shirazuma-chan. I forget what it was. Midori Days. What else? Digimon, Pokemon. I don't know. Way too many. Yeah, okay, yeah. So there's two different types of anime, right? There's regular anime, and then there's anime that just doesn't end, right? It just keeps going and going. One Piece, Naruto, Inuyasha fall into that category. Oh, and Bleach fall into that category. Those are the oh my gosh, it'll never end kind of things. Like if it's been 20 or 30 years and your anime hasn't or your manga hasn't wrapped up yet, there's a problem. No offense. I mean, I get that you got a great story you want to tell, but if it's still not wrapped up, I'm going to have some issues because I don't want to spend 30 years reading it or watching it or being part of it, you know. It's the story, it never ends. It goes on and on and on. Goes on and on and on. Exactly. Oh, has anybody read Berserk? So I'm a big Dark Souls fan. I love Dark Souls. I love Bloodborne. By the way, there's our games. What I'm mentioning are games right now. Berserk is an anime, or I'm sorry, a manga that the the director for Dark Souls was using as a lot of inspiration for the Dark Souls. And you can see these interesting parallels between the Berserk anime or manga and the games themselves. Very, very cool stuff. Oh, Bloodborne, also really good stuff. Love all that stuff. I love games that make me, they don't exactly give me the whole story. I have to figure it out. And I think that's what's so intriguing. You know, yeah, you have this awesome gameplay and it's challenging, but the whole fact that I could get to the end of the game and come to a different conclusion. I've played these games multiple times, right? At least Dark Souls 3, I finished quite a few times, and I think I've come up with 2 to 3 different conclusions of how the story actually went and what actually happened in this world that they created. And that's got to be some of the best storytelling. You know, when you don't give the whole, you actually give the minimalist possible story, and it's all in items, right? Because you can't trust any of the characters to tell you the truth. So basically, you have to rely on items to tell you what's what. I find that I wish there was more storytelling like that. I think it would make games a lot more intriguing. Like, games don't need to hold your hand. We're not stupid. You can just throw me in a pit with, like, a rod and a shield and just say, Lynn, go for it. And I'll be like, all right, bet. You know, you don't need to hold my hand. I can figure this out. Yo, what up? Happy Wednesday. What up? Have I heard of I Have No Mouth and Must Scream? Nope, never heard of it. I kind of wish they made a series for BioShock, like a live action. Because that kind of, because, you know, the Fallout's pretty popular with their little Amazon series. Honestly, the BioShock would do really well with that too. It's got that whole interesting vibe to it. I don't know, is dystopian the right word? I usually mix up those terms, so I'm not sure. I don't read books, though. I'm not a book reader. Plus, I don't have the money to buy any of those books. Yo, what up, Glitch? Oh, thanks, Glitch. You're too kind. Oh, cool. You've been playing baseball? Oh, you're right. It is probably the season for baseball, huh? Oh, and Glitch, it's okay that you don't come to lives. I understand you're busy. Hey, you're not required to be here, like I said. You just come if you have time, you know? It's more important to do baseball and things outside anyway. So don't worry about it. Ooh, you've been working on OC art? Ooh. Tell us, tell us, tell us, tell us, tell us. Is it an OC that you've told us before, or is it like something completely new? Ooh, Ember? Okay, cool. Is it part of a fandom like Warrior Cats, or is it like a like is it part of a like a world, or is it like something you made? Welcome back, Billie Jean. Oh, okay, something you made. Ooh. That sounds pretty exciting. Ooh, okay. Well, that sounds pretty exciting, Glitch. Hey, what's up? Hey, Brian Dino. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you come up with, Brian. I liked the other 2 episodes that you did for Steggy. Ow, I think I'm getting bit by a mosquito. I don't know how. I didn't think it was mosquito time, but maybe it is. Hi, welcome back. All right, guys, I'm going to have to get going here in about a few minutes because dinner is about to be done. So I'm just going to finish lining some of this. And then I think I'm going to call it a day. Yes, yes, yes. I need more brown. Chicken. We're gonna have chicken. It's gonna be tasty. Lots of chicken. But this time it's gonna be chicken on the grill, which means it'll be 20 times tastier because it'll be grilled. Grilling adds at least 20 to 30% more flavor than ovening. And this has been proven by science. Not by my science, but at least just science in general. Yeah, no water, no. I have my soda here. I'll just be drinking my soda. Besides, I had so much water with my paint today. I can't be overdoing it on the water, you know. Exactly. Paint water, yes. That's how I get my daily nutrition. There. When in doubt, put a moon in it. That'll make it look good. What is better to take care of, shorter or longer hair? What? I don't think I would know that. It kind of depends what kind of hair you have. There's a lot of variables involved. That's what I wanted to draw. I wanted to draw a bunch of little baby Sakurasauruses. Nah, you know what? I'll draw those later. Easier to brush out? Shorter hair? I don't know. I don't really think I'm qualified to really answer that. All right, well, I'm going to go Dinner's ready. So thanks everyone for coming. So Fan Art Friday this Friday is going to be Amazing Digital Circus themed. So if you want to come along and watch me draw a bunch of digital circus themed characters, it is the only time I will draw Kane. This is the only time I will draw Kane. I will not draw him any other time other than this live stream. So if you want to see Kane drawn, I hope I see you there because that's the only time I'll be drawing him. And probably a few other characters too. So, all right, well, I'm going to head out. I hope all you have a great rest of your day, and bye.